Thanks for tuning in to the Just Journey podcast. I appreciate your support and your time. Today is definitely story time, so we're going to get right into it. I know, and you know, that everybody is particular about their vehicle, especially when you're paying a note. Good credit, bad credit, no credit, finance, or if you downright own. And if you own it, it's even worse, right? So, over the last couple of weeks, I've been noticing, well, let me not lie and say weeks, months. I've been noticing little dings and stuff in my car. When you get a black car, you notice everything. Paint colors, paint chips, scratches, marks. Just about anything that you can imagine. And that's what makes me regret getting a black car. So I have a smaller sport SUV. It's a Nissan. And with the tariffs and things like that, everything imported is going to be a hell of a lot more expensive, if you catch my drift. So one day, the lady that parks next to me, she was parked pretty fucked up, to say the least, to the point where I couldn't even park in the parking spot. So I kind of go to her door and she's like coming back out. Oh, I didn't see you there. Cool. Because all of a sudden, you're able to be in a car, but you can't see a much larger vehicle, which means at that point, your ass shouldn't be on the road. Okay? So time goes by. I noticed that they got a new car because the car that they was in and had been driving was fucked up. Okay? So, not to mention, here's a little tea. I know that lady on drugs because she ain't got no damn teeth in her mouth. Okay, but the few grains of rice, she looked like she's teething opposed to having lost teeth. And you know how people, when they don't have no teeth in their mouth, how their lips curl in when they talking? It's just very distracting to stay focused. In any instance, she also has a husband. I think she's like a Native American woman, and he is a black man. That part is going to matter as we get into the story. Not that it should matter, but just so you can get a description. He missing teeth too. Okay? With a beer belly at that. But we listen and we don't judge. This shit ain't funny. Okay? So, yesterday, or day before yesterday, I decide I'm going to take my dog out because it's nice out. She has her pamper on. It's ruffled. She's cute. Everybody sees a dog in a pamper and they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't know. Yeah, they bleed. But that's a different story. I go to put my dog in the trunk of the car. But I notice that her leash is hanging out after she backed up. So I say, Ghost, wait a minute. I open the trunk again to throw the leash in the car. And then the lady says, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Now, by this time, I know that there's only a few places that I park my car. And when I'm in it, I'm very cautious about how close I am. I'll park away from people. And not to say that my car couldn't have gotten damaged any other way, but my spidey senses tell me that it's been her the whole time. Like, were you going to knock on the door and say that I hit your car when you ding somebody's door? The average person isn't going to do that or even leave a note. So I walk around and I look and I'm immediately pissed off. And I say, did you damage my effing car? Why did she escalate my already suppressed anger by saying, I didn't mean to do it, and I'm sorry you're having a bad day? Like, bitch, you would have thought she was with me the whole day to be able to have a discernment regarding how my day was going. Mind you, it was sunny outside. It was a beautiful day in Seattle. I said, You ain't no fucking behavior analyst. Run me some money out of your house to get my door fixed or give me your insurance. You're not going to talk to me like that. I'm going to talk to you however the fuck I want to talk to you. Because you just dented my car and you've been denting and scratching my car. I'm looking at the white paint from your car. And mind you, I didn't park nowhere near hit zone from the line. Nor did she have to open that damn door. As wide as she opened that door to get whatever. And with that much force. Like, how are you unable to open a door cautiously knowing that there's a car next to you? And why would you automatically assume that once you hit my shit, I'm not going to be upset? And why would you not understand that I would be upset because you hit my shit and perhaps you're the one who put a damper on my damn day? We called each other all kind of bitches, okay? I wasn't going to beat that old lady up, but I should have beat her ass. Fast forward, opposed to beating the brakes off of her and pulling that last tooth, I go back to my mom's house. I say, hey, come get your neighbor before I fuck her up. Okay, because I'm there. I'm like 38 hot in the depths of hell on a summer day in the desert, if you catch my drift. She goes in her house and she gets her husband. My mom comes outside because that's her neighbor. Okay? And they kind of have a conversation about a time where he had a guest that was fighting and they dented my mother's car. And he says out of his raggedy ass mouth, well, you know that wasn't me. No, not physically, motherfucker, but it was definitely you. It was definitely you because it was your guess. And I know a lot of y'all thinking, well, if you was a homeowner or if your mama had a house, you wouldn't have to worry about this. Well, that's not the case. So I'm worried about it. That part. So I keep saying, like, run me your insurance information. Like, that's what I need. Lo and behold, they ain't trying to give it up. So my mom's like, oh, you're not trying to give up the information? Now, I don't call the police person. Not unless it's a dire need situation. This wasn't no dire need situation because it just wasn't. Okay? Fast forward, the police come. It's a short Asian officer, and then there's a taller Caucasian officer. Now, this whole time, I done took my dog out. I'm seeing if I can get in my door. My key fob is, like, out of a battery. I have no way of getting in. And this is on my mind because today I had to go somewhere this morning. And I don't know nothing about push-to-start key fob, and it seemed to be aftermarket. Fast forward a little bit, the Asian officer has a push-to-start vehicle as well, and he had an extra battery in his car. And he replaced my battery in my key fob. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Amen. Because I sure was in that car today. And yesterday, boo. So this must have been, I can't even remember. My days is all mixed up. So, before they pull up, my mom's talking to him and he's like, but you're going to talk to me like this or like that. And my mom's like, well, you know, that's fine. Whatever. I'm yelling at her. He tries to yell at me. I'm like, you need to stay out of bitch shit. You ain't noticed your wife always putting you in something based on her fuck up. The man ends up calling me a hoe. As if, one, you ain't never seen me with nobody. Less long, multiple bodies. Less long in the act of being anything outside of a person that's passing by, and perhaps with a dog. I said, ho. Well, at least I'm a hoe with all my teeth in my mouth. At least I'm a hoe with all my teeth in my mouth. You over there with that gum mouth bitch that you lay up with every day that you married to, you must like 'em with no teeth. I say, you can talk to her like that, but you can't talk to me like that. You probably her drug dealer. Low key. I wish I was making it up, but I am not. And so they asked me for my insurance, which expired like a couple days ago. Thank God it was just like nothing in the car. They give it to them. And then when they asking them for their insurance and who's the registered vehicle, these motherfuckers is scrambling like they don't know, and it's a new car with paper tags on it. Okay? And they're like, well, what about this damage? I don't know about no damage to y'all vehicle. Okay? You see how she is careless in regards to opening the door? We're not going to compare and contrast car damage when if I was to take all the little dings and bumps and scratches and chip paint from how fucked up she be parking and add it all up, I would need my front door, my back door, and the front part of my bumper under an insurance claim. Now, when I look at the report, it says general insurance with a person's name and a number. I just don't understand. I'm wondering, with just a little bit of information that the officers were able to get, should I file a claim? Should I pursue getting this ding out my door? Because, every time I see it, when you have a little bump and it's not supposed to be there, it pisses me off. But then to be without a car while they fix this bump is also not the ideal option, etc. He gets on the phone, the guy, and he's talking and he's like, to somebody, I'm just going to tell you the words I hear or heard, excuse me. Hey, man, these bitches, and I'm telling you, woo, woo, woo. Fast forward today. He had a different car parked there, another black car. I ain't even park over there. I parked near the garbage can where my mom's camera, can kind of see the parking lot. And then when my little brother comes in, he's like, who's that couple that's parked in Journey's spot? And my mom's like, what you mean? He's like, the spot with the cone, because my brother's very literal. So my thoughts are that maybe somebody was with somebody and they was at that house and they figured that they was going to agitate a situation. Well, I definitely went picked up some self-protection. They will not do me like they did my dead baby daddy Mo 3. I will be ready. I will not be harassed. And I do want all the smoke, okay? Because when they started making crazy, they didn't make one crazy, but I'm not an instigator, okay? I say what I got to say. I do what I got to do, and I'm done with it. But when you want to keep on keeping on, then I don't have no other choice, because by the time somebody attempt to beat my ass, the police ain't going to be there. The ambulance ain't going to be there when fights happen unless it's happening at the police station or at the fire station or at the hospital. There is no medical support or aid, and these are just facts. Look at the death toll just this year, 2025. I don't have those facts. You can look them up if you're interested in it, but it's crazy. So I also want to tell y'all that you definitely got to keep your head on the swivel. You got to protect yourself at all costs. it's almost best to pull out a camera and record when you are in an altercation, but don't be holding your phone and you see that somebody trying to beat your ass. You might want to put it down. You might want to call somebody, I don't know. And I would hate to, involve other people that care about me in mess that really doesn't, involve them at all. And I get her calling her man out there, but what kind of weak bitch, unaccountable bitch, snag-a-tooth, gum-mouth, old bitch would you have to be so careless and not give a fuck? And it took the police to run me that insurance information. And I call her bitch because that's what she is. She's definitely not a woman. Because if I mess somebody car up and she brought it to my attention, I was way around the trunk. But if I was to do that, I would at least be like, damn, I know this person gonna be mad, because I would be too. So I guess if I was to just have had damaged their car and been like, oops, I'm sorry, and they were irate and asked me for the information and I just walked off, they would be a bit livid. Because when you get into accidents and it was an accident, aren't you like apologetic about your accident? Aren't you remorseful? Do you not have any empathy? Have you not lived on this earth long enough to know how this shit go? It can't be your first time because you just got another car. But, when we start confusing logic and reason with people doing what the fuck they want to do, that's why we end up with so many different violent situations. Because somebody out there is not going to play with her the way I played with her. Some people may consider what I did playing with her. And it may not be a situation where she's just in the parking lot in front of her house where she can go and get her husband. The next time may be a situation where she handles that same situation the exact same way and get her ass beat the exact same day. Okay? Once again, y'all, I thank you for listening to my very brief story time. I hope that you guys have a wonderful holiday season as we are moving into the month of May. Don't forget, for promos and ad space, you can reach out to justjourneymanagement at gmail.com. This podcast is available for all of your listening pleasures, whether it be Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Music, and of course, YouTube. Signing out, because baby, it just sparked up a little agitation. Y'all have a good one. And don't forget to come back, like, share, subscribe, tap that thumbs up, leave a comment, favorite, put it in your list, and give me a kiss.